Peace, peace, peace. Greetings, fam. Greetings to everyone. It's Professor Griff, and of course, you already know this is the masses. All right, where we disseminate information, kind of do some journalism, some research, and that kind of thing, so we can educate the masses, so that masses can be armed not only with the truth but the necessary information, all right, to make it applicable to your life, so you can be a better person, better families, better community, have a better life, all right? And you'll be able to defend yourselves against these demons out here, this war that they're waging on the righteous, war that they're raging, all right, on the souls of black folks. As I mentioned in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, all right? In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, on how Black Dot went into the deeper aspect of the idea of it being a covert, hidden agenda that's going on in the music industry. So when I talked about the psychological, meaning the psyche of, all right, ology meaning the study of the psyche, meaning not the mind but the soul, they're waging a war, covert war, a hidden war on hip hop, which Minister Servant teaches us from the temple of hip hop is higher infinite power healing our people. All right, I pulled the book back, and I added the Illuminati takeover of hip hop as I did further research. All right, and as you can see right here on this page here, hold on. I went into talking about the devil will make evil fair seeming. We're going to dive into all of that in just 1 second. Shout out to everyone that decided to grace me with your presence today. Thank you very much. I am gracious. All right. So thank you very much. I'm humbled that you are here, lending me your energy and your time. So hopefully you can join the discussion, send me a few things, and so we can talk. If you have any information on any of these particular subjects, you'll already know my email address. It is seriousinfo@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the chat. SIRIUSMINDZ info@gmail.com. Serious Minds Info. All right, today's subject, we're going to be talking about dancing with the devil. All right, dancing with the devil. Shout out to Mark Curry. I read his book. Matter of fact, when he put it out years ago, I believe it was 2010, I read it. 9, 10, I forgot which year. But anyway, Dancing with the Devil. And this has now become Dancing with the Devil, How Puffy Burned the Bad Boys of Hip Hop. That is the title. Mark Curry, go look him up. As a matter of fact, I think I got a picture of the book. I'm not sure. Let me see. Keep in mind, right? This, nope, that's not it. Hold on. Here you go. Dancing with the Devil, How Puff Burned the Bad Boys of Hip Hop. All right. Check out Mark Curry's book. If you would have read Mark Curry's book then, and if you would have read Black Dot's book then, it would my book would have brought you up to date on some things. And then Philip Muhammad and some other people came along and supported the information. None of this that's going on today would surprise you. All right. As I was putting my book together, I was in contact with this brother who put this book together. Hold on. Who put this book together? Let me see if I can get it right. Let me angle it so I can get it. Hold on. That light is blurring. The Conscious Roster. P.O.B. Owadu. Rap, hip hop, and the New World Order. All right. His brother he's a deep researcher, and he puts the information out. I think he's out of LA, but he is in, I think, Vegas right now. I'm not sure where he's at, but he lays out this organizational information that we need to know. And he talks about how this information would trickle down. An organizational chart of how the U.S. national security establishment experts control over gangster rappers and urban youth. All right. Then after all of this was published, Black Dot came behind him and came up with Urban Culture Decoded. So there's a wealth of information that you have out there, fam. All right. There's no reason in the world that what's going on today, right now, with P. Diddy, Puffy, Diddy, Brother Love, whatever you want to call him, none of this should surprise you. None of this should surprise you. The only thing I think I am kind of wrapping my spirit around is the fact that I'm trying to put, and maybe y'all can help me with this. I'm trying to put it together. Like, why the timing? Why during the election season? All right. Why during the election year? Why not wait? Why not do it before now? All right. So there are things that are going on in the world that will actually, not only in the world, but things that's going on domestically and on a foreign battlefront that's going on, that's going to help determine your spirit and your thinking to who's going to be the next president, selected president of the United States Snakes of America. All right. This chart reads like this from the top down, real quick. Trilateral Commission. All right. Of course, Central Intelligence Agency, the White House, Council on Foreign Relations with the CFR, behavioral researchers, and of course, coming out of the Central Intelligence Agency is behavioral researchers, media, music industry, and I can honestly say that it's not only the CIA have a direct link into Hollywood. We can talk about that at another date, but National Security Agency, and I can name a couple of other the alphabet boys, have a direct link to Hollywood. Hollywood has a direct link to the music industry. The music industry is only a byproduct of Hollywood because Hollywood needs the music in order to put in the movies. All right, so let's understand that particular dynamic and how it works. Well, you say music was around for a long time and there wasn't no movies. True. And a lot of the movies were, they didn't have sound in a lot of those movies back in the day. Got you. That has changed. It's a different day today. All right. So that's not the whole list, but as we talk about making the connections, as Steve Coakley teaches us, connecting the dots. Shout out to my people over there from Connecting the Dots out of Philly. All right. As you can see, these are empty faces down there. You can fill them in with your favorite rapper. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to put that over here for now. As I was saying, in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, it says the devil will make even evil fair seeming. They have changed our music to vibrate at a sexual frequency, a frequency and beat that creates mental sexual frenzy. People have been telling you, and don't act like they haven't. Professor Griff already talked about this some time ago in depth. And I'm not going to keep saying that, family. It's in the book. If they haven't taken the clips down off of YouTube, it's still there. All right, but I'm gonna read it again to you, slow. The devil will make evil fair seeming. They have changed our music to vibrate at a sexual frequency, a frequency and beat that creates mental sexual frenzy. Yeah. All of this, I'm going to go back over and give you a recap. If y'all give me about an hour and 15 minutes on October 19th. Hold on. On October 19th, me and my brother, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, will be here in Atlanta, all right, at YG Urban Cafe, that's 640 Evans Street, Southwest Atlanta. All right. We're going to cover the weaponization of hip hop part 5. I'm going to put all these pieces back together to give you a recap on what I talked about then, and then I'm going to bring it all up to date with some of the new people that's into the theater of this musical and political and entertainment war that we're battling right now. All right. Myself, Professor Griff, and Dr. Wesley Muhammad will be dealing with this subject, the weaponization of hip hop. All right. In Atlanta, Georgia, October 19th, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. All right. Okay. Now, if you're in town this weekend, I need you to check out. I need you to check out my brother Ashwa Kwesi. Hold on one second. King Simon, if you're out there anywhere, I need you to hit me up real quick. I'm trying to find your flyer. All right. I'm not sure if it's on this laptop or on my other computer. I'm not sure. In any event, I'll pull it up. All right. Oh, give thanks, man. All right. Anyway, fam. All right. I'm gonna wait for King Simon hit me up so he can come on and announce his event that he's having. But let's dive into this, fam. All right. So if we're talking about now, any of this information I'm about to give you right now before I show you the clip, hit me up. I have the information that I pulled from about 5 different books. Those books are expensive. Did I say expensive? Those books are really, truly expensive. If you want me to get you every book, I believe I have them PDF or ebook or whatever, however I can get it to you. Walaikum salam, good bro. Sabir Muhammad. Send me a donation. I'll put it all together and I'll shoot it out to you as far as the ebook. All right. How you can do that. All right. Take my email address down right now. I'll wait for you to get ready. My email address is seriousmindsinfo. SIRIUSMINDZ info@gmail.com. Serious Minds Info. You send me the information that you want on the counterculture. I just say, Griff, I need the information on the counterculture. Send me the ebooks. All right. I'll send you my Cash App or whatever. Hit the Cash App. Make sure I have your email address, and I will send you out the information. It's just that simple, fam. You have to start doing the research yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You can take the information, chop it up, put it on the internet, put it on social media. All right, monetize whatever you need to monetize to get your money back. But I'm saying to you, all right, it has to be a mutual exchange of energy. All right, my email address, once again, Serious Minds, SIRIUSMINDZ info @gmail.com. I'll get you the ebooks out, put the information out there. Let's continue to educate one another. Each one teach 3. All right. All right. Now, the counterculture: rock, drugs, sex, and the threatened civilization. Somebody said my music is still too loud. Come on, no, it can't be. It ain't that. I'm gonna turn down a little more. How's that? All right. This is a compilation of things that I put together. All right. From 5 or 6 different books. This is the research that I was doing when I was putting together the psychological covert war. This is information that I was putting together when I was traveling with Black Dot and we was doing our lecture. This is the information I was putting together when we talked about the weaponization of Black music, Black culture. All right. And now this next weekend, not this weekend, but next week on the 19th, we'll be talking about the weaponization 5. When we talk about the weaponization of hip hop. All right. So I went in and I did the research on the counterculture. I named the names that Steve Copley taught us to do. I named the names. We have to be able to connect the dots, because now when they're going after Puffy, you are not going to know who those individuals that showed up at the freak off parties that they will never mention because they stay hidden. Who are these individuals? What is their mindset? All right, what is their mindset? Now, who are these individuals? Can we name some of them? Now, you don't want to catch no liable lawsuit. So be careful when you put this information out, fam. Because I heard Kevin Campbell was suing, what's the sister name? Jaguar Wright. Now I'm like, okay. Yeah, I sent the message back out. I said, come on. I said, TEVIN. Bro, you were outside while you were inside, but you was outside. We saw you. So come on, bro. All right. Okay. Question is, do you know these men and how powerful they are in the music industry? Can you connect the dots? Can you name the names? What position do they hold? All right. This behavior from Puffy and other people, we're not excusing it. We're going to hold your feet to the fire. But where'd you learn this behavior from? All right. You wasn't doing that uptown. All right. So I put it together in this manual called The Counterculture, and I'll get it out to you if you would like it. But anyway, let me show you this clip. Then we're going to circle back around and we're going to dive into some other things. Is that cool? All right. Here we go, fam. Share.
Well, you know, from the angle of social commentary or social critique, the Diddy case is quite rich. There's a lot to talk about. For me, the most interesting thing is what is demonstrated on multiple levels about the Western psyche. I mean, whether it's Weinstein or Epstein or Diddy or, say, R. Kelly or Dominique Strauss-Kahn, who everyone forgets about, the predation and the degeneracy of the super rich is always met with disingenuous shock and disgust. While simultaneously, without fail, we're also always told that everyone knew what these people were doing for years.
Stop right there, fam. Stop right there. If everyone knew what these people were doing for all of these years, then are they or are they not complicit? Did they know young people were at the party? Even when there was a party after the party, did those young people go home? Who was chaperoning those young people? No one was chaperoning a goddamn usher at 13, 14 years old. So stop playing. So don't come at me all twisted, sideways, and crooked. All right? People already knew what these people were doing and what was going down.
And in fact, I think that most people do understand that this is how the super rich behave. So the shock is not genuine. But if we're being honest, the disgust isn't genuine either. Because in fact, being rich enough to behave this way is precisely why many people want to be rich.
Woo! Being rich enough to behave this way. Somebody might say, "Whoa, yo, my dude so-and-so, he ain't rich, and they do freak offs all the time." Well, that's your dude. That's probably some isolated stuff. But to be rich enough to behave this way. Your dude may be doing some freak offs and do whatever the hell they doing, but they ain't doing it on this level. You ain't got entertainers, sports players, major actors and actresses. You ain't got big names, Hollywood people. You ain't got that showing up at your apartment. You understand what I'm saying? That's just not happening. Not on this scale.
The predation and the degeneracy are not peculiarities of the wealthy. The thing that makes them different is that they have the resources that enable them to do it. But for a very large percentage of people in the West, the only thing that's preventing them from behaving the same way is their comparative poverty, not their comparative piety.
Damn. Their comparative poverty. If you ain't got the monies to fly underage girls in, sex workers and that kind of thing, buying 1,000 bottles of baby oil and getting, light up and swirl around and flashy dildos and all that madness, I'm just saying from what I've heard. I ain't never experienced nothing like that. I'm just saying though. I heard it was there. But I'm just saying to you, yeah, you don't have the money to do that. Or not on that scale. Stop lying. All right. So, yeah.
The rich are not necessarily any worse than the rest of the people morally.
The rich are no worse or no better, probably no worse or no better than the rest of the people. Because you the one here. Well, anyway, let's listen.
Their wealth just removes the constraints that restrict other people from being just as bad. I mean, if you look at popular entertainment, the sort of lifestyles that are promoted in popular entertainment and were promoted in the film and music industries by the likes of Weinstein and Diddy and R. Kelly and everyone else, that's the degenerate, debauched, hedonistic, anti-human, immoral lifestyle that they themselves were living, and to which the consumers of that entertainment aspire. It's completely consistent with the mentality of colonizers and slave masters. The fantasy lifestyle for Westerners is brutal. It is to dominate, to humiliate, to exploit, abuse, subjugate, degrade, objectify, dehumanize, tyrannize, and enslave. That's the Western fantasy. It always was, and it is now, and they act upon it any chance they get.
Woo! That is the mindset of the people with this Western kind of mindset. You understand what I'm saying? It's savage in nature. In order to live that lifestyle, you have to be connected to these people. But now, who are these people? Who are these people that they're connected to? Okay, let me give you an example, and I'm gonna get back to the clip. One of the reasons I had a discussion with someone, and they said one of the reasons why they're coming after Puffy is because of him trying to take the people to court for Ciroc. All right, his alcoholic beverage. And I told you in the psychological covert war on hip hop that was a whole ritual that they had to go through in order to adhere and bow down to their slave masters' children. Shout out to brother Paul Scott. Shout out to Paul Scott. You can go through my book. I got a picture of Paul Scott right here. You can go through and see all the entertainers that bowed down and that had an alcohol liquor deal. Name them. Name the liquor, and then name the deal, and then name the song. Who was connected to St. Ives? Who was connected to the 40-ounce scan? Hold on, wait a minute. Shout out to this brother, Coach Powell. Shout out to Coach Powell. Coach Powell wrote the book, Message in the Bottle, the 40-ounce scandal. All right. Alfred Coach Powell, my brother. All right. Then he came back when people didn't believe him, and he put the information out there. Then he gave you book 2. He went deeper into the 40-ounce scandal, the whole liquor companies. He made the connections between the liquor companies, the private prisons, and controlling of black music, black culture, movies, and that kind of thing. All right. Shout out to my brother, Coach Powell. All right. Now, back to these individuals. They came up with who was the face of Colt 45 malt liquor? Who was the face of Colt 45 malt liquor? I'm not gonna wait because we ain't got a lot of time. Name a company that was associated with, what artist was associated with Patron? Courvoisier. Tequila, 1800 tequila. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I put it all in my book, and here's Coach Powell here with his book. So don't tell me Professor Griff 15 damn years ago didn't cover this. I covered it pointed it out to you, showed you the pictures, make the connection between St. Ives and what was going on in the hood. All right? Then they started coming up with silly songs that propelled individuals to the top of the charts. All right? I remember one song that got on my goddamn nerve, Metro EV. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, good bro. It got on my damn nerves. I get high. You know I get high. I'm like, silly ass. But you fell for it, though. Let's get back to it.
I mean, they'll prosecute these types of people, these select cases, only to absolve themselves. You know, they need to burn someone at the stake just to convince themselves that they're better than them, that they're more.
Did you hear that? Someone has to be the sacrificial lamb. P. Diddy is the sacrificial lamb. It's a blood sacrifice. It's a blood ritual. He's going to be sacrificed. End of the story, fam.
More righteous and more moral than them, but they're not. Most of them are not. I mean, look at any music video, almost any music video, and tell me how it's not promoting the exact same lifestyle that you claim to hate Epstein and Weinstein and Diddy for. Meanwhile, those videos have hundreds of millions of views and hundreds of millions of likes, and you memorize the words of those songs. You have a problem. You can't reform yourselves. You can't reform and rehabilitate your so-called civilization by just prosecuting token offenders.
Did you hear what he said? You're not going to civilize this society and upgrade your thinking, raise the vibrational pitch of your thinking by prosecuting one person. You think Puffy did all that by himself? Did Puffy create that culture of sexual frenzy? And you ain't talking about Hugh Hefner and some of these other people? And whoever else was tied into that situation. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it, good bro. All right. You're right. King Cobra, Mickey's, Malt Liquor, St. Ives, Old English. We can call the roll. When Puffy got into that entanglement with them and wanted to sue them, coming up out of the meeting that he had in Mexico and other things was going down. They went down to investigate exactly what was going on. And yeah, it was ugly. It was really, 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 really ugly. They had to pay him X amount of dollars. They said, oh, okay. You're getting a little bit too big for your britches. Let me tell y'all something straight up. Do y'all not think that some of those sex workers were agents? Filming themselves, filming the whole layout of the house, going into different parts of the rooms, filming stuff that they wasn't supposed to be filming. If you don't think that way, then you might have an issue like my brother here is saying. Let's get back.
Finding these people guilty doesn't make you innocent. When you made them rich and you made them famous on the very basis of the degenerate messaging that they promoted and that you devoured. You've endorsed it all along, and you endorse it now. You
endorsed it all along. You sang the songs. You went to the quote-unquote industry parties, acting like you didn't know why the fuck you were there. You understand? You did all of these things. You know damn well what was going on. All right? Not to a deeper degree or a higher degree, but you knew something didn't sit right in your soul and your spirit. You sang these songs. All these artists in the 90s, all these producers was benefiting from it.
You aspired to it then, and you aspire to it now.
Let me roll it back a little. Hold on.
Millions of views and hundreds of millions of likes, and you memorize the words of those songs. You have a problem. You can't reform yourselves. You can't reform and rehabilitate your so-called civilization by just prosecuting token offenders. Finding these people guilty doesn't make you innocent.
Woo!
When you made them rich and you made them famous on the very basis of the degenerate messaging that they promoted and that you devoured. You've endorsed it all along, and you endorse it now. You aspired to it then, and you aspire to it now. I mean, you literally have someone like Andrew Tate, who directly built his wealth through and for this very lifestyle, and by selling it to others, selling to others how they could do the same thing and have that same lifestyle. Because this is the Western male fantasy. I mean, think about it. Everybody in this case, in the Sean Combs case, everybody wants to know about the celebrities who were at those parties. No one wants to know about the nameless, faceless executives, the obscure, pasty old men for whom those parties were undoubtedly actually arranged in the first place. The celebrities were just the draw. They were the party favors provided for those anonymous owners and controllers of global financialized capital. But you want to know about the celebrities because even in your proclaimed disgust, you're still fantasizing.
Woo! Even in your proclaimed disgust, how you verbally and in the countenance in your face show disgust for what's going on, you still fantasize about it. You wanted to be at the party. Yeah. Planet 12 law says, like Stephanie Mills said, when it comes to the industry parties, you got to know when to leave or simply not going to just any event. Yeah. Shout out Stephanie. Shout out Stephanie Mills.
So I find the selective disgust to be performative.
Wait, I don't want y'all to think Stephanie Mills is just some singer, some performer, the sister's deep in her own right. And I'm telling you right now, I'm saying this to the brothers, and I'm gonna say it right to y'all's face. It's best that y'all calm all this hatred about women and the gender wars that's going on. I need y'all to calm that down so you can listen to a woman like Stephanie Mills. You might learn something. Because I swear, all this madness I'm hearing about disrespecting women like that, you wouldn't say half these things to your mama. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time on another show.
And that's actually useful. That's a useful thing to know about the Western psyche and how they respond when the crimes of their society get highlighted. Because yes, in my view, these are crimes of Western society because the individual crimes of someone like Diddy are reflective of the values and the aspirations of Western society itself. So when these crimes get highlighted, in other words, when for whatever reason, for any particular individual, these crimes are suddenly and selectively subject to accountability, there's a choir of hypocritical condemnation and outrage.
Woo! It's a whole choir of hypocritical condemnation and outrage. Almost like paid opposition. You're going to hear a whole choir of people. Blah, 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 Pete Diddy this and blah, 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 blah. And I remember when and come on. The same people that's part of that choir are the same people that already knew what was going on. But I'm going to tell you, man, you ain't going to be able to put that shit off on Professor Griff. I knew what was, not all that was going on, but I knew what was going on. And I told y'all about it, spoke up about it, wrote the book about it, got kicked out of the group for it, put it on YouTube, 100,000 goddamn lectures, traveled around the country, and put the information out there for you to get it. You should not be surprised what's going on nowadays. Somebody said, I'm pretty sure members of Vanguard and BlackRock were at them parties. Hell no. And whoever you are, hold on, who's this? D_energy? Nah, you got it twisted, man. People on that level don't go to them corny ass parties, bro. No, bro. No. You got it twisted, man. No.
Now that matters to me, for instance, in the context of the Article 6 campaign to expel the United States from the United Nations, because just like Diddy or Weinstein or whoever, just like those criminals and just like how everyone has known about their degeneracy for years, so too everyone knows about America's crimes. And just like with Diddy or with Weinstein, everyone is complicitly silent until the moment of accountability comes.
Right.
Then they all rush to a microphone to distance themselves and disown the criminal with self-absolving condemnation. So
I saw one dude. He said, "Where's all of these people, man, that was at the parties that's supposed to be Diddy's friend, hanging out with Diddy and benefiting from Diddy, business deals and all this other kind of stuff? Where are these people? And the companies that Diddy was doing business with, Ciroc and all these other people, where? The Sean John clothing people and all the other people. Where are all these people? That's like me and you been getting down for years. All of a sudden, Professor Griff getting into a little trouble, little drama, and you nowhere to be found. Damn.
this is why you might see France and the UK not veto Article 6 at the Security Council, because once we bring all the US violations to light in an official venue, not just in an essay or a book or a lecture or what have you, but actually in an official legal venue, violation after violation, crime after crime, human rights abuse after human rights abuse, stretching back for 8 decades, and call it out for what it is, why France and the UK are likely to act just like every associate of Diddy or Weinstein or Epstein or any of these other degenerate predators, and race each other to the podium to condemn and distance themselves and exonerate themselves and try to salvage their own reputations and polish their own image and assure the world of how good they are, how law-abiding they are, how principled they are by throwing America under the bus. I mean, do you think that any of the European colonial powers were actually happy to watch the US take over their empires? No. France and the UK are both seething with bitterness and resentment and envy. While they'll be just as happy to watch America fall as all those associates and co-conspirators of Diddy are happy to watch that belligerent criminal go to jail if they have been clever enough to protect themselves from being prosecuted themselves for their association with him. I think France and the UK are just the same. They're in the same position as those associates of Diddy. They won't veto Article 6 because it would too blatantly expose them as being part of the same criminal syndicate as America. It's like cutting a deal for immunity with prosecutors. This is why it's useful to understand the psyche, because frankly, it helps with analysis and strategizing, to understand the Western psyche, to know who you're dealing with and how they behave. I mean, there are actually so many facets to this story.
And it is. It's too many to even cover. Hold on. Too many to even cover, fam. So many facets to this story. But let me just kind of double back to mention some of the books that I didn't mention, because I want you to be well versed. I want you to begin to start connecting the dots, putting this information together, so you'll know what you're talking about, and you won't just start running your mouth at the damn barbershop. Shout out to my brother Rich, brother Richard Muhammad, brother Rashad. Shout out to the brothers in the barbershop. I might have to start bringing a suitcase full of books to the barbershop. You understand what I'm saying? Because, yeah, they don't want to believe your brother, Professor Griff. Anyway, here are some of the books, fam. Remember, if you want the information dealing with the counterculture, you got to email me. But Culture Bandits by Del Jones. All right, when whites claim that Elvis is not dead, and that they're talking about the fat, drug-addicted man who is now gone, but the process of the culture banditry is alive and well. Sting, Madonna, Michael Bolton, Joe Cocker, The Boss, David Sanborn, Jimmy G, Chick Corea, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. That's Culture Bandits, our good brother Del Jones. I often tell y'all to make sure y'all study this book, The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. Whew. There are Negroes who will never fight for freedom. There are Negroes who will never seek, who will seek profit for themselves from the struggle, rather than struggling and fighting for their people, rather than raising their voices, using their cultural, artistic platforms to speak up for the people. But they rather line their own pockets than drive through the hood in their fancy cars and they live up on the hill, or they live among them other people, but they want to look down on us. They're in this book. All right. The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. Last but not least, my brother John Potash in his book, The FBI War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leaders. The U.S. intelligence murderous targeting of Tupac, MLK, Malcolm, the Panthers, Hendrix, Marley, rappers, and linked to the left, ethnic left. All right, John Potash. Forward by Pam Africa and Mumia Abu-Jamal. Afterward by Fred Hampton Jr. Shout out to Fred Hampton Jr. Shout out to Pam Africa. And shout out to my brother, Mumia Abu-Jamal. Get this book, all right, by John Potash, or Potash. All right. Now, for the few minutes we have left, let's talk, fam. Let me just remind everyone that October 19th, myself and Dr. Wesley Muhammad will be in Atlanta at the YG Urban Cafe. All right, at the YG Urban Cafe. That's right. The Weaponization of Hip Hop Part 5. All right. Dr. Wesley Muhammad and Professor Griff. Saturday, October 19th, 2 to 7. All right. Blackmail Freak Off Files. The Feminization of Hip Hop. The elites who control hip hop. Hip hop, drug, and alcohol connects. YG Urban Cafe, 640 Evans Street, Atlanta, Georgia. All right. If you're bringing a group, hit me up. We'll definitely give you all a discount. All right, my phone number is 678-557-2919. All right. Now the tickets in advance are 40. All right. If you want to advance tickets, you got to hit me up and talk to me. You understand what I'm saying? I'll make sure I talk to my brother Jay over at YG Urban Cafe, and I'll talk to Dr. Wesley Muhammad. If you want to vend at the event, hit your brother Professor Griff up. 678-557-2919. All right. All right, talk to me, fam. Let me go to the comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. Salute. Coco. G-Funk, you're absolutely correct. Griff, you should make a documentary. No one reads books anymore. You're right. But the beautiful thing that I started doing at my young age of 64, I'm not trying to promote this product. Trust me, I'm not, fam. Let me turn this light down. This thing is blaring in my grill. I'm not trying to promote this product, but let me tell you what I started doing. Y'all heard of what's this app called? Speechify? So as I'm reading, because I'm reading 5 different books at the same time, I'll just scan the page, take a picture of it, click on Speechify, and it'll read me that whole page in a few minutes. LP, what's good with you, bro? All right. I'm not promoting the product, but hey, it works for me. It may not work for you. So G-Funk, you're absolutely correct, man. All right. Who else we got? He said, man, I'm not going to Atlanta until November. Okay. Well, if you're in Atlanta this weekend, make sure you check out Ashwa Kwesi at Black Wall Street. All right. At the new Black Wall Street. Make sure you check out Ashwa Kwesi at the new Black Wall Street. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna see if I can find King Simon's fly. What did I do? Hold on. Now remember, Puffy was in some drama before. I'm not sure if y'all remember that. Reggie Melanin, salute to you from Paris, France. Peace, what's good? Reggie, keep doing your thing, man. Dexter, thanks, man. When are you coming back to Baltimore? I'm coming to Capitol Heights, Maryland. Mr. Ronald, 1922. I'll be in Capitol Heights, Maryland to speak on November 16th. Let me show y'all that flyer. Capitol Heights, Maryland. Where is it at? All right, myself and Soleil will be in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Hold on. Musicology. All right. Soleil and Professor Griffin, along with my band, The Soul Ohm, will be at the Eat Life restaurant, November 16th, 2024, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Everlasting Life. So I'm going to be right in your hood in the DMV area. Come on through. We're going to dive into the frequency and the vibration of sound and how it affects our people. And of course, I'll cover some of this information also. All right. We need to talk about this sexual frenzy that's causing our people to act the way they act. All right. Anyway, y'all be up in your hood. Hold up. All right. I forgot the company in the store in New Black Wall Street in Atlanta at Stonecrest who have these hats. This is Tuskegee Airmen. And of course, you know, if we're going to wear a cap, we might as well wear something that's going to help educate young people. I could easily give a talk, at least a 15-minute talk on who they were to some young person if I run into him in the street. We have to be about that life. All right. Derek Potter Bass says P. Diddy was indicted in 2018. This is what you now see him playing it out. Trump military already have Diddy information. Yeah, of course. Of course. Anyone else? Hey, brother, are you coming to New Jersey soon? No. Unless I'm being invited to Jersey by enemy of the public, enemies public, or somebody I know, yeah. I'd love to come to Jersey, but hey, I got to go with the crew. Anyone else? We only got 10 minutes left, fam. All right. As y'all already know, I came on Mondays because I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays now at 12. Shout out to Kalanji. Shout out to Black Power Media Reloaded. Shout out to the people over there that's making this happen. All right. Shout out to Black Power Media Reloaded. Salute, Azim Shabazz. Peace. What's good with you? I came to Newark. I came to Newark 3 or 4 times to speak. Yeah. Harvey, what's good with you? All right. Celtics won. All right. Will there be a part 3 to the symbology? No, not the symbology. My wife has been encouraging me to do the psychological covert war on hip hop, book 3, not symbology. Symbology was just to get you this. Symbology is book 2 to this. So she wants me to revisit this. just specifically dealing with hip hop. So yeah. When you come into Detroit, man, I'm always in Detroit. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely let you know. Trying to get to Detroit before it get cold. Iris and X. Give thanks, Queen. All right. Jack, of course I would come to Phoenix in the winter and LA. All right, you give me a call. Let's arrange it. Let's make it happen. I'm there. My number is 678-557-2919. My number is 678-557-2919. One more time. 678-557-2919. The ticket info for what? Somebody just sent me a text message. The ticket info for what? For Capitol Heights, Maryland. It's on my website. After I get off here, I'm going to update the website so you'll get the information. The flyer is there. How to purchase the tickets. It's all there on my website, www.professorgriff.me. All right? G-Funk, I can't put that on the screen. I can't answer that just yet. I wouldn't say it in quite that way, but yeah. All right. Anybody else? Anyone else? Well, it's all right to get the thoughts out of your head. I wish you would come to Richmond. Katie Mayo, call me. Set it up. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. 678-557-2919. Remember, fam, if you want the information dealing with the counterculture, all right, let me know. I can put the information together and send you a folder, all right, with all the information. This counterculture piece that I put together, as you can see, I took it to the print shop and had it by it because this was just my personal notes. I could put it together for you and send it in a PDF file. All right. See, this is my personal file. It's not for distribution. All right. But I'm willing to arm the masses right now. Go to my email, send me an email. I'll hit you back with my Cash App and I will put together the information because, like I said, we need to kind of arm the masses, and that's why we're here, to arm the masses. How many people out there have done their job by passing this information on to 3 other people? All right. You need to know how the media is controlled and how it controls you. All right. So in order to put a book together like this of 258 pages, you have to do 5 times that amount that you study in order to get 258 pages. This was a long time it took me to put this together. Then I came back with part 2. Come on, fam. Come on. Come on, fam. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I was alone in doing this, but come on. Cover design was by my friend Marcus Effinger. Y'all know him by Society. Sadiq Bey. Photography, Tafari. Y'all know Tafari? Y'all should know Tafari. The other picture was the back cover was a picture taken of me by Carolyn Grady, which I'm still in contact and we work with one another to this day. Shout out to Dwayne Goss, Carolyn Ferrara, Alicia Sims, Angel, Khalil Amir, a DJ named Khalil, which was my son. Many people helped me put this together. Shay Shay, and Jeanette McGee, and a few other people. All right. So this is just not Professor Griff, the brainiac guy, the intellectual guy, yada, yada, yada. I had to tap into different sources. Somebody had to design the cover. Somebody had to take the picture. Somebody had to lay the format out. Somebody had to proofread. Somebody, you understand what I'm saying? So yeah. And yes, it did take a couple of years to put together. All right. So y'all have my phone number, 678-557-2919. All right. Make sure you'll hit me up if y'all want the information, the PDFs, the ebooks, the whatever. Make sure you'll support the cause, fam. Let me put the information on it. Make sure y'all get this. Now you know. Get it for your little ones. All right. Now you know. It's if you don't know, now you know, the 5 Elements of Hip Hop by Professor Griff. As I always mention, it has QR codes in it for you to take a deeper dive. It has QR code in it for you to take a deeper dive, fam. All right. Of course, you are the song that you sing. If you're going to teach your child the ABCs, you might as well teach them the ABCs. All right. How you going to get Rakim, Rosetta Tharpe, and the Roots all on 2 pages? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on. Educate. Yeah, this sister was part of the ceremony. She's not with us, but she is with us, so to speak. Part of the ceremony. When I got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All right. You are the song that you sing. It's packed with information. Last but not least, of course, y'all know to pick up the Asapo Soul. Warriors Affirmation. The Asapo Soul. All right. Warriors Affirmation. All right, fam. We have 2 minutes left. Once again, shout out to Black Power Media Reloaded, Kalanji, and the rest of the staff for giving me this platform in order to speak on, speak through. All right. How I'm feeling? I'm feeling good. Rodney said, my question to you is, hey, Professor Griff, my question to you, do you see a up and coming new generation of Public Enemy? No, where? Rodney, if it's out there, let me know. If you producing it and you writing and you got, no. Somebody asked me the question the other day, what am I listening to? And I failed to mention the fact that at least twice a week I'm listening to Close Contra. All right. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Shout out to Close Contra. Close Contra. I'm reading something. I'm saying it, trying to say it. Pay attention to that and read it at the same time. All right, Coast Contra. G-Funk, I need you to give me a call and tell me what that is. I see some reaction clips, but I don't really know how to make that happen. Yeah. Let me know something, bro. My number is 678-557-2919. All right, fam. I'm out of time. I love y'all to life. Shout out to everyone on IG. Make sure you'll support the cause. Once again, y'all can text me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. This is Professor Griff, and I love y'all to life, fam. All right, not to death. I love you to life. All right? Peace. All right, peace, man. All right, let's get out. Get them up. My phone here. All right. I'll be there vending. See y'all then. I'm trying to think. You know what we can do. Okay. I'm right. Hey. All right, fam. Shut up, come on. It's wet, John. All right. Always let you turn up the black glove. Y'all don't put on the black glove, right? Cool.